Yes, people, welcome.
Yep.
Welcome to the last show of the year from a Third Eye View. Hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note.
Yeah, me, Mr. JV.
And shout out to Bloodstroke, he's not here. Don't worry, he will be back. You know what I mean? He'll be back in the new year. I'm sure he's very happy. Another Liverpool win. Unfortunately, it looks like they're going to win the league, but let's get straight into the show anyway. We'll start with them since Stroll's not here. You know what I mean? That's us shouting out Stroll. Yeah. We'll start with his team. Not only that, they were the first game of the weekend as well. But yeah, they beat Watford 2-0, and you would think by the result that it was a straightforward routine home win, and it was far from that.
Yeah,
far from that. Like, when we say Watford had chances, I think I would have put away.
Yeah, if that was a bigger team, or even not even a bigger team, just a more clinical team on the day.
Just a more clinical team,
yeah,
that's it.
Just a more clinical team. That could have been the godsend we were asking for last week.
Imagine Watford would have beat them. That would have, even though they still would have been double figure points ahead, I think it would have been, is it 10 points they still would have been at? Well, yeah, it would have been 7 points they still would have been ahead. It would have put doubts in their minds and everyone else's mind. Because at the moment, people look at them like they're kind of invincible. With the run they've been on, they haven't lost in how long?
Well, you see what it is with them?
Yeah, go on.
That game shown me two things.
Yeah.
It shown me why I don't think it's over.
You don't think it's done?
No. It showed me why I don't think it's over. Because if they put in a performance like that performance there, they need to eradicate from their season.
Right.
If that performance gets put in, as I said, against any other team, more clinical, or who's just on it on that day, it puts them in trouble. The last thing that Liverpool team need now is doubts. But then, on the same hand, it also showed me why they are where they are. Because those two, it's just two moments of brilliance from Salah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not Salah's biggest fan.
Yeah, I think you said this before.
Like, I see people like rating him over Suarez and Torres. I don't think so yet. Might have scored the goals he's got to quicker. But he has shown that game there, even in the one in midweek that finished against Salzburg. Yeah. You know, from the tight angle.
He's shown his credentials and his quality for them.
That's a big player.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what a big game player does for you.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. I fully agree with that. And also, where I thought you was going to go, sorry to cut you off, in terms of playing that badly but still picking up the win. Yeah. That's that championship mentality.
Yeah.
Because they were, like I said again, the chances Watford had, like the Decore one. Is it Zara or Sa? Is it Zara? It's Sa. I don't even want to get his name right. That was the worst one.
Dini had to get his name right.
Yeah, Dini had a chance. Delafeu's chance.
See, what did I say about Delafeu earlier in the season? All that drop the shoulder and all that business. Remember when I said it?
Remember when you said it?
That is what I was talking about.
I admit, certain players, I look at, he's in that same bracket as Richarlison for me. But I'm just not a fan.
No.
I'm just not a fan. I see you and I'm like, I don't get the hype. But yeah, unfortunately, if you're not a Liverpool fan, it sucks. Obviously, with Leicester dropping points, which we will get onto, that Liverpool again won. And it could have been free. Because the thing is, the chances that Watford missed, they missed them at 0-0. And then when they were 1-0 down, so it's like, they could have been 3-0 up, 3-1 up.
And you know what as well? I'll point out there was a lot of Liverpool nerves. Did you see? I don't know if you've seen the full game, but
I didn't watch the full game.
Van Dijk almost scored an own goal.
I seen that when Alisson was coming towards him and he played the pass and he apologised.
Like him. Do you get what I mean?
I hear you.
But this is the thing. What's frustrating to me as well?
Yeah,
they've had that game. They've had that shaky game. Van Dijk's making mistakes. Someone who's normally reliable.
Yeah,
everyone's not. They didn't gel as much as they have.
Yeah,
and it's not mattered. They've come away with the win.
Really come away with the win.
That's what's frustrated me.
And the thing is, it's very frustrating. And the thing is, who do you think can catch him if you don't think it's over?
You know why I don't think that performance? Just on the back of that performance,
you just think they can't. I look at them, and we spoke about the quality of the Premier League, which you did when you were like, Chelsea are dead, United are dead, everybody dead. Yeah. Like, old tie stroll. The thing is with that is that I don't think, even if they did start to stumble, I don't think people will capitalise. Leicester drew.
Yeah.
Like it's like the race for the top. It's like the race for the top four. Everyone just bottles it. Even last year, remember the top four race last year?
Yeah,
it was like a race to the bottom. That's what it was like.
You know why I don't think it's over?
Go on, why?
Number one, that performance.
Yeah.
Number two, I think it was a few years back when it's like I think this is going way back. So for the younger viewers, this is like I think Arsenal were like 12 points ahead of us.
Oh yeah, it was 90.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What year was that? It's terrible. I can't remember, but I know what you're talking
12
about.
Points ahead.
Yeah, they were 12 points clear.
They had it.
Yeah.
That's what between them and City's only 14 points. You know.
I said only 14. It's big, you know, fam.
It is.
Yeah.
But we've seen it been done before. Not 14 points. We've seen 12 points overturned.
Yeah, we've seen that. That is true, but. You know what? You make a fair point.
You see,
I even got a but. When you compare, because I thought you was going to compare, say, Leicester, but because you said City are the ones, you mentioned City are the ones to catch him, and that City side does have the credentials like that United side to come overcome that type of deficit.
This is even me referring back to a previous show when I was saying about City going on a run.
City are capable of that.
Performance against Arsenal, and I know it's Arsenal. But
shout out Arsenal for cheering me up.
Yeah, shout out Arsenal. But that performance there, especially De Bruyne, he took hold of that game.
Yeah,
that's a warning shot. That performance.
You reckon that's a statement?
Yeah,
it's one of those things. It makes you stand up like, okay, because not only did they beat Arsenal, which you expect, it was the fact it was emphatic and they took their foot off the gas.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
And you know what it is as well.
Yeah.
And this will come in as well.
Yeah.
Champions League draw today. Did you see it?
Oh yeah, I did see the Champions League draw. We can touch on that.
Atletico Madrid, Liverpool. That's a hard game.
That is tough.
If they have, because this always happens as well.
Yeah, go on.
The Premier League fixture computer.
Yeah.
This always happens.
Yeah.
They're going to get a hard game. They're going to get a top 6 team in between those two fixtures. It always happens. It's unwritten rule. You know what I'm saying?
I remember you said that.
That is an unwritten rule.
Yeah. I remember you said that.
If you watch a lot of football, you'll know that is an unwritten rule. It always happens. Even if it's not in between, it'll be before or after.
Like they'll have games where it's like, even if it's a tough away trip, like away to Burnley or something.
Yeah. It always happens, and that is where your season can go. That's when Klopp might have to say,
sacrifice one. Yeah. You have to prioritize one over the other.
Yeah. What am I going for here? Am I going for the Champions League again?
So that being said, City got their draw. So does Pep, already having won the Premier League twice, prioritize the Champions League?
I think City are better equipped to go for both.
Fair point. Big valid points.
Saying?
Yeah, they are.
And
you
know they're going to do a madness in January.
That's true. They're going to spend.
Bro. They're
going to spend
even like, all right, then,
half a bill.
See, even that match against Arsenal, I was surprised.
Yeah.
The City one. You know what? Actually, no, I'll leave the City one, but we'll get onto that in a minute.
Yeah.
But I need to give Liverpool the props. But that's the point I was getting at. You know, with the Champions League draw and everything. This is what I was trying to say. I've said this before. I know I keep referring to previous shows.
It's all right. Make sure you lot go check out previous shows.
Check out the previous shows so you can understand what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Just move the mic out of my face there. But you know, like, is their squad? This is what I've always been saying about Liverpool's squad. Don't get me wrong. They've rotated the last couple of matches and it's worked.
Yeah.
But when it gets to those,
when they play better teams than Watford and Everton,
teams, and you've got if they get to the last parts of their Champions League and the league and FA Cup, if they're still in it, that's when it becomes.
That's when it's more difficult.
Yeah.
And you got like, especially over the Christmas period where you have like 3 games in 10 days and things of that nature. Like, I understand what you're saying, long trips away in Europe, tough games and injuries and suspensions.
And you know what? I even said it about Leicester. Leicester are a few injuries away from being thingy, but
we'll get on to Leicester.
I honestly think if Liverpool have a few injuries, they're in danger. They cannot afford an injury to Van Dijk.
I think Van Dijk is the one everybody's looking at like, all right, how do you cope without him?
Yeah.
That's the one. Like, if they get through that, we'll see.
Don't get me wrong. They have a very strong belief system in that team, so they could prove me wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
That's, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's where I see their team. They've got an excellent starting 11. Yeah. Other than that, everyone else is a good player. If that makes sense.
Your Shaqiris.
Yeah.
Origis.
Yeah.
Them types.
They're not exceptional talents. They're not on the same level as the people they're replacing.
Yeah. Like if, say, Salah was injured for 4 or 5 games, could someone else come in and replicate his form for those 4 or 5 games?
Could someone else do that where your team's struggled and you have 2 excellent goals? But by the way, those finishes were high quality.
Yeah, you know when Origi miskicks it and it drops to you, it was a nice finish. It's in the stars for you.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be when that happens. When man miskick it and you flick it with your wrong foot between a man's legs.
That hurt me, you know. When I seen that, you know, because even up till then,
Watford had chances.
Watford could have pulled one back and drawn that game.
I hear you.
Do you get what I mean? Yeah. But it's one of them, innit?
I hear you. So on to the next game. A surprising This is probably shock of the weekend, to be honest. Yeah, it is shock of the week, actually. Yeah, I would say this is more shocking than Leicester dropping points. Bournemouth, who travel terribly, winning away at the Bridge.
No. I'm going to pull you on this one. You know
Go
why it's
on,
not
why?
shock?
Why is it not shock?
Their record at the Bridge, past 3 seasons, they've won.
Have they won the last?
I think it might be. This might be the 3rd game they've won on a row at the Bridge.
It's serious. They have a record like that. I know they beat them 4-0, but that was at Bournemouth. That was at Bournemouth Stadium.
They do well at the Bridge.
They do well. I still think even the Bournemouth Twitter was trolling, and it was like, because their away form, their last 5 games have all been L's. And the Bournemouth Twitter tweeted it, innit? And it was like, I can't remember exactly what it said, but I love the fact, just to put that out there, like the way football accounts on Twitter ban is hilarious to me. So yeah.
Who's in control of these? That's what I want to know. Who's in control of these?
It's a fan. Accounts? It's someone like us. Imagine they put us in charge of it, how much banner we would have.
Yeah.
Like United, you need to get at me in it, because I would defo.
Man's got the retro.
You know what? It don't even have to be United. Any football team, if you are paying me to run your Twitter account, I will troll teams to death.
I
will troll teams to death.
You know what? You need to work for like a Tottenham or someone, because you'll just troll the back out of Arsenal. Tottenham fans would love you, man. You'd be like an honorary fan.
Build a statue build a statue outside the stadium of me. But yeah, I'm onto it. Still, obviously, Chelsea have been going along well. Still in the top 4. So I didn't expect a Bournemouth win, and the finish. Hey, props to Gosling, because that was a finish.
Props to Gosling. Because
that was a good finish.
I remember him when he was young. He was Everton, and I always thought he was a good player.
He looked decent.
He's a good solid worker, centre midfielder. You know what you're going to get from him. You know you're not going to. Actually, I was just about to say, you're not going to get anything exceptional, but that was an exceptional finish. Do you know what I mean? Even
it was like, if that was a higher caliber, if that's a Salah or something.
Yeah, we're raving about it.
And
you know what? That's something. I'm glad you just said that.
Yeah, go on.
I don't like when someone, just because someone's not the premium name. That they do something exceptional and they don't get the credit. That's a belting finish, It
is.
He's literally looked.
And his back was to goal when he flicked over. Yeah.
When the ball's come back out, he's seen that his player was there.
Yeah.
He's moved back.
Yeah.
And
it was clever.
Took his touch. Yeah, it's clever.
Very clever. And it's a tough finish.
Yeah.
Because I had
control to lob it and it to come down.
Because had he missed, no one would have been like, you should have scored that. It's his chance.
It's Gosling.
Yeah, it's Gosling.
Do you get what I'm saying? No. But, you know what I mean, though, innit?
It's only Gosling. That's exactly, because I seen the finish and I was like, that's a wavy finish,
Yeah.
That's a wavy finish. Like you say, to loop it all that high and get it with your back to goal and back down in that time.
And then, that's why after VAR was a bit long with that one.
Yeah, because the assistant waved his flag, and that's a terrible. The assistant should have got that right.
Yeah.
He was well onside.
I could see why, because there was another player coming back in as he went out. Yeah. But if he was paying full attention, he realised that my man can't go in and come back out.
Yeah. Big facts. What I mean? Big facts.
But that's a point I need to touch on this weekend as well, because VAR has been a bit
VAR
this weekend.
VAR is that, like, it gets some decisions right, it gets some decisions very wrong. Like that that one there is a prime example. If VAR's not there, that robs Bournemouth of a win. Bournemouth are in a relegation fight.
3 big points.
They could stay up off that win. Who knows how that could raise the confidence going into the Christmas period for them.
Exactly.
So that's why I've always said this, and I say this again, I sound like a broken record. Ironically, there's a record player in front of me. I've said this 1,001 times. VAR, I look in the camera and say this, VAR is absolutely fine. The problem with VAR is the use of VAR. The people are using it incorrectly. If VAR, like, that's the issue we have. Because that's a prime example of VAR working correctly. Because that goal was onside. Clearly onside, it wasn't even close.
That's the one thing I didn't like. Why did it take them so long? It took them long. Literally, like from the first time you see it, it should probably get replayed once. And then third time, just to be sure.
That's it. You watch it once.
They played it about 5, 6, 7
it's like
times.
He's onside. You can clearly see he's onside. But I suppose they want to check all the angles just in case. But true say, even with that one, because he was so clearly, it wasn't a tight one. But hey, props to Bournemouth getting a victory there. Like, that's, like I say, to me, that was the shock of the weekend I seen. Because I was at an event on Saturday and I was like, Bournemouth beat Chelsea. I was like, oh.
That was like, when you...
It's an eye-opener. You're like, rah.
When you've not kept an eye on the scores all day, and then you see it, and I was like, what? It's like, see match of the day. But then that brings me on to another point as well. Chelsea, they're going to spend now
Oh, yeah.
He needs.
He's going to go again.
They've got their band. He needs some serious reinforcements.
Because one thing I rate, another reason why I'm so harsh on Ollie is because I've seen what Lampard's gone and done in worse circumstances, and they have a style of play. Like, I would take draws and losses and being inconsistent if I could see the plan.
You know what it is?
I can't see the plan. Like, the thing is with Lampard, Chelsea win, lose or draw. Like I said, we played them twice in the week. We played them in the Carabao Cup. He played a completely different team. We played them in the league. Was it in the league?
Yeah.
We played them in the league as well. And the thing is with that, even though it was two completely separate teams from Chelsea, and they didn't play well against us in the Carabao Cup, and they played better against us in the Premier League. The style was the same. That's all I'm asking for.
He's got a lot of a better squad to come work with, though.
I don't think he has that much of a better squad. I was having this debate, Sean, my boy Dean. We was having this debate, and I was mentioning this exact same thing. And we did start in 11s, even overall. Obviously, without going through it's put it this way. Even if you think Chelsea's is better, it's close.
Yeah, no, it is.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm thinking is, it's attacking wise. We might have the more potent attackers.
We do,
but I think their defense and midfield is no contest to what Kante alone.
Yeah, I'll give you this. I think our attack is better than theirs.
Yeah,
I think. Their midfield is better than their midfield is better than ours, and then the defense, because defensively, I think they've conceded more goals than us. Wait, I can check on here actually. Let's see.
You know what it is? I think the more experience.
Yeah, but the thing is, their best. They've been missing. Rudiger's been missing. Yeah, he was their best centre back.
Yeah.
So they've been leaking goals. You feel me? Like I'm looking at here. What we've conceded is that we conceded 20. They've conceded 25.
You know what it is, though?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then we have the better goalkeeper, even though De Gea made a bad mistake. Well,
even though there's his goalkeeper and he's a dead keeper. I know I said that last week.
Oh, yeah, you said that.
But you know what it is? You got like Azpilicueta, more experience.
Yeah, they got experience, guys. I hate what you're saying.
Kovacic, he's come from Madrid. He's won 3 Champions Leagues. You know what I mean? It's the experience factor. Jorginho, even though I rate
him. He's been good this season.
I rate him.
He's been good.
But I think he can do more.
I hear you.
Do you get what I mean? But I think just those things there, I think it makes theirs better than ours. Just the experience.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I would do that. It'd make it slightly better.
Experience.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Give McTominay a few years and this player Wan-Bissaka a few years, and do you know what I mean? I think they'll be on.
They'll be on their levels.
Do you get what I mean? And I'm not. That's not to discredit Wan-Bissaka or McTominay. I think they're for their ages, they're exceptional players.
Big facts.
But I think it's just
Spider-Man.
Wan-Bissaka is one of the. He's honestly. Feel me or not on this one if you don't. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, but his tackling is of the level of like a Maldini to me.
It was fine.
It's literally like.
You don't misplay tackles.
We'll get to it in the thingy match, but literally, I think they tried the same thing to him every time down the right. Boom, boom.
You just got to pass it around him.
Well, yeah. You
just got to pass it around him.
You got to pass it. You can't go past him. No, you can't dribble past him. If you.
Can you? You ain't dribbling past him. No chance.
It's not even a pace thing either because
he's very quick.
Showing that with Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling's quick. Richarlison's no slouch.
Sterling's lightning quick.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, and he still managed to pocket him. But now I hear what you're saying. I'll give you that their squad is slightly better.
It's on experience.
Yeah, on experience.
You know, like actual attributes and what they can do. It's probably even, but the experience just tips them over. I think.
And then I put that on our transfer window and not signing another experienced player, but hey, we could do a whole hour show.
Do a whole show on that.
On mistakes of United. So speaking of United, let's go into this next game. Man United 1, Everton 1. I predicted this on the last show. I wanted to be wrong. I said this.
Just a quick one.
Go on.
What's your view on that goal?
It was a foul, but De Gea has to do better.
It is, but
it was a foul, but De Gea has to do better.
This is where VAR's clouding judgment.
Yeah, go on.
No VAR, the ref straight away done. That's no goal straight away.
I hear that. I agree.
Straight away, that's not a goal.
Yeah.
But because VAR is there,
he's let it go.
It's not even let it go. It's like it's clouding the judgment. It's like they're thinking, "Oh, I've got a decision to make here." Do you get what I mean? It's in their minds like I've got to make a decision. Whereas no, just give it how it is.
Just say what it is.
Just say what it is. It's a foul.
Yeah.
But as you said, he should have. You know what it is as well. If De Gea probably falls over
and rolls over 10 times.
Rolls over.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, hey!
Yeah.
We don't get it. That means they don't get the goal.
Well,
do you get what I mean?
That's the second mistake that De Gea and the team made. We should have been up in arms. We should have been up in arms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like him and the whole, I agree. I'm saying him and the whole team should have been up in arms in that. And the first mistake we made. That was the second mistake we made. The first mistake, yo, come clear everything, man. You the goalkeeper. Come take everything out. Take
Even
the ball and everything.
Said it when I was watching it.
Clear everybody. Smash.
The commentator said it when I was watching it, and he said that was like the young De Gea where he was a bit shaky.
Gary Neville said it. I was watching it too. It was Gary Neville who said it.
Remember when he first came in, he was a bit mager, innit?
Yeah,
he was mager. He was mager, man. You know what I mean? He was.
For people who don't know, mager is a Caribbean term meaning skinny.
He was skinny.
So have to let people know.
Yeah.
That's why, because we have a diverse audience here from a Fair Eye View and on Pie Radio.
Man was skinny.
He was mager. Yeah.
You know, them man, but the shoulders
he was built like me. You hear me? He was mager. That's what he is.
I don't diss yourself. Like, he's bigger than that, bro. When the shoulders are tucked in like so, you get what I mean? That's what he was like. You know what I mean? When he first come,
he was. But you have to come and Hulk smash.
Yeah.
I know you've played Saturday, Sunday league level so far, and I've been in that situation as a goalkeeper, like on the near post, and I've told the goalkeeper, if it just comes near us, come clean the ball, me and the opponent.
Yeah,
I'm expecting it. I've been hit. It hurts.
That's one thing I can say is missing from De Gea's game.
What, that nastiness?
Yes.
Just being nasty.
Exactly the word I was going to say. That nasty word though. Box the ball and box the
box the man. That's what you got to do.
You know what I mean?
He should have just came. I can't remember who. Well, I don't think it was Calvert-Lewin and somebody else. I know a United player wasn't close. I don't know who lost their man. But he should have just come and cleared him out.
What though? I'm not going to lie. That Calvert-Lewin, I don't know what Duncan Ferguson's done to my man, yeah? Cause he's whispered something in his ear and he's just turned him like an animal, bro. You know what I think he said to him? I think he's been real with him, you know.
And said what?
I think he said, you know what? You're probably not the most talented in terms of, and I said this on the last show.
You did say this.
Yeah. He's not the most natural striker. He's not going to do step overs, or he's not gonna.
Yeah, he's not gonna do silky skills.
He's not like a clinical finisher where he'll snapshot it. Yeah. Most of his stuff is coming from hard work.
Yeah, just industrious.
Yes,
very industrious.
That's exactly
honest, hard working.
That comes from him coming. You have to remember, don't know if people know that he came from Sheffield United.
There you go. Then that makes sense.
Like I think that was when they were in like League One or something.
Yeah, so he's had it tough down there.
He's
League One defenders.
Football, do you know what I mean?
Because he gave both Maguire and Lindelof tough times. And like you said, I'm a fan. Like obviously, I don't think I'll ever make it to a top level, but he's a solid hard worker.
He's still very young.
He can get better. That is true.
If he adds to his game a bit of not even silkiness or nothing, but if he adds some predatory striker instincts,
which it could come, it could happen.
You know, like with the balls coming across and he gets in the right position.
If Ancelotti ends up at Everton, which we will touch on, he could be the guy who better to learn from than somebody like that who's been at the highest of high levels. Highest of high levels. Shout out to man like Greenwood and that. Even Mason Greenwood is Mason Van Greenwood round here.
Yo, for
it's
real.
MVG. Mason
Man got Dutchanized.
Mason
Man got Hollandized.
It's Mason Van Greenwood now. Put 2-footed.
Man got Netherlandized.
You know what I mean? 17, 2-footed, you know. Man can go left, you can go right, and
you see that simple fact of him being able to go left and right
bamboozles defenders.
Serve him well in his whole career.
Yeah, because you never know which side he's going. And that's still a criticism of mine of Rashford and Martial when he was playing on the left. They always want to cut in. I'm like, go the other way.
You know what it is with I can't even expect them to do that, because you see that with Greenwood. I've watched him for a bit. I've literally seen him smack a free kick in with his left, and I've seen him smack a free kick in with his right. And that's otherworldly.
And that's natural talent, but you can still practice. All I'm saying is practice. No,
you can practice.
That's what I'm saying. Practice with the left foot.
I think they could practice for the next 5 years. They won't be able to be as good.
It's good. But
he's literally like,
he's cold, but add another dimension to your game. That's so defenders don't know. So imagine Rashford, instead of getting on the left, cutting in with his right, could go down the left and cross it in with his left. It don't even have to be. It don't even have to be an exceptional cross. It could just be along the ground. Something like that. Just something different. Just something different.
That James can do that.
James does that.
His left foot's not the greatest.
That's a prime example.
It into that area.
James will do that. He'll get it, pick it up on the left hand side.
Even it's a bit awkward when he kicks it with his left.
He does.
It looks like he's just learned it. You know what I mean?
It is, but he'll do that. He'll get it if he's playing on the left hand side, knock it past the man and just whip it in with his left foot and hit an area.
But you see,
that's what I'm saying. Something different.
That kid is Martial did play good in a derby.
Yeah,
played very well. But I think it's coming to a time now where
people are looking at him like,
not even that. I think Greenwood now, you've kind of got, even like, all right, that last match Europa League, those two finishes,
quality.
He's kind of got to like look at it now.
I had the epiphany since Pogba's not here with the 10. How about Martial off Greenwood? To me, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Martial off Greenwood.
Yeah.
See, how come we can figure this out, but Ollie can't seem to? That makes Pep. Rashford one side, James the other, Greenwood is the 9, Martial is the 10.
Yeah.
We don't need, like, Martial, if we're playing lesser teams, like at home to Everton, your Aston Villas, we don't need a third midfielder. Fred and McTominay are fine.
Martial naturally drops back as well.
This is what I'm saying, and he's a great link player. Who better to link with than somebody like that? Imagine those two.
Imagine that.
I said
that through ball goes through. Because I know what I like about Greenwood.
No.
And I think it's a dying art. He shoots first time.
That's true. That
As soon as he gets that space, bang.
Bang. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
old
yeah.
School thing,
it's
like,
old
bang,
school.
bang.
Shoot early when the keeper's not set. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
See them finishes?
Yeah.
They're not... The composed, they're not absolutely exceptional. He's just catching the keeper off every time.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
very smart.
That's true. It's clever. It's intelligent. He'll get a little
beyond
space to
his years.
shoot. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I want to see them two together. I already said that. I was just looking at the camera when I say this, that friggin' Greenwood and Martial could be the best dark skin, light skin combination since the Bad Boys franchise, you feel me? Like, imagine those two up top. Yeah, I mean, Martial playing off Greenwood. Yeah. Well, he won't do it.
Because they can both do it as well.
They both can do it. Like, Greenwood can drop short, and then Martial has the pace to go in behind and vice versa because they both technically great footballers.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But like I said, back onto my original point, the result wasn't a surprise. I wasn't shocked. I said it on the last show that, yeah, these results are great. Yeah. We was over the moon from beating Spurs, from beating City. And then what do? Can't cap our lives on pretty much everyone around us dropping points. We go and drop points.
But you know what? I swear to you, I was watching the match, yeah, and it was about 15 minutes in, and I said, "Yeah, we're not gonna win today." I knew it. I literally said it. I just said, "We're not gonna win today."
I knew it.
You know what I mean? You can tell by the performance. You see, with us, we have to start a game good.
Yeah,
and I think they showed us this.
That's a statistic.
A statistic, yeah.
You got that.
What was that then? Yeah, I don't know what that was, but they showed a statistic where it was like we've been scored on first in 12 games,
and we've only won 1.
8 of those games we've lost, 3 we've drawn. But you see there, then that's where you see when I seen that statistic, I thought of you and I thought, you know what?
Just here making sure everything's running. People, go on, continue.
That's why I know it's like. That's down to the manager, innit? That's a managerial trait.
Oh, of course it is.
That's
of course it is.
That's him not changing things.
Of course, because he is tactically inept and he's not proactive.
You know what showing me that?
Go on.
See when I watched the match?
Go on.
Do you know whose idea it was to bring Greenwood on?
You know what? I wanted to give him props for that. Whose idea was it?
It was Kieran McKenna.
Did Kieran McKenna say it?
He come to him with a piece of paper like this. And Ollie's like... And Carrick was even like... You know, them two were debating.
Yeah.
And then I thought, who's the manager then? You know what I'm saying? No. Like, but I think that's where he maybe falls short. Because obviously, if you've not watched the show before, I'm usually backing Ollie to the fullest.
Yeah, Vils is always trying to defend Ollie.
But the thing is, that just showed me there, it was a bit of like, ooh, you're out of your depth, but...
yeah, you're out of your depth.
It's not even out of your depth.
Because I wanted to give him credit for that. When I seen the change happening at like 60 minutes or whatever, I was like, oh, Ollie's actually props for that.
But Ollie.
And it wasn't even your idea, it was McKenna. So I can't even give you props for what I wanted to come on the show and give McKenna and give you props for what I wanted to give you props for.
Greenwood's youth team manager.
Don't take a rocket scientist. You got this guy who has been scoring goals on the bench and you're a goal down. Bring him on.
You know what quote from him is not really making a lot of sense.
You know what? Just before you reach that, I want to say this to you and everyone listening. I'm so done with Ollie. I don't even pay attention to his press conferences or post-match interviews, pre-match interviews, nothing like that.
I just seen it, like a flyaway one.
What did he say? Go on.
You've heard it. He's got, Greenwood's the most natural finisher I have. So why not play him every game?
Yeah, why not?
If I've got someone who's the most natural goal scorer and you have to win games by scoring goals, it's a very simple mathematical equation. Yeah.
Water is wet, fire is hot.
Yes.
Is that basic stuff.
My man scores goals.
Yes, exactly. Goals. We need goals. So put on the guy that scores goals to then get points.
He can't even use it as an excuse. Oh, he's young. Nah, the pressure don't get to him.
He's clearly
he's shown that in midweek. He practically won that game for us.
He clearly
in the
Europa League.
Yeah. Got the penalty, scored 2 goals.
Yeah. Quality performance.
Won the game for us.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then even then, he's spared some blushes.
And the thing is with people talking about, the pressure will get to him. If the pressure does get to him and then he starts performing badly, you can just take him out of the firing line. It's really not that tough.
Yeah.
The same way when we've seen players, senior players, Andreas Pereira, for example, playing bad. All right, now he's on the bench. To me, he shouldn't be in the squad, but players, whether they're 17 or 37, are going to have good and bad games.
Yeah.
So if you have a run of bad games, that's why you have a squad to take them out of the firing line. But people seem to only use it as an excuse when it comes to young players. Brandon Williams had two like in different games, so he took him out the firing line. That being said, I think he should have played on the weekend because how bad was Shaw?
Terrible.
That's Shaw for you though.
Trash.
That's Shaw for you.
Trash.
That is Luke Shaw.
Man's called Luke Shaw, yeah.
That is Shaw for you.
Looked to me like Luke Unshaw. He didn't really know how to go on.
That's
Luke
him.
Unshaw.
That's what he does. That's him. Like,
see, like even at moments I was watching that, and I thought Williams would have just bombed down the wing.
Yeah.
Williams would have. You know, he needed that match aggression,
and you don't have it.
They literally targeted Shaw.
Yeah, because he don't
couldn't
have
do
it.
that with Wan-Bissaka.
Nah.
He's ready for that.
Yeah,
dance.
Wan-Bissaka's he's like, all right, I'm with the smoke.
Yeah,
I'm with
he's
all
ready for that
the
dance.
smoke.
Literally, they did it 3 times. They literally tried it 3 times. You know what? I have to give him props because in the penalty area,
this guy was slide tackle
and
twice.
every time, you know, your heart just when you see your own defender slide in the area,
and then you see
it takes is
a touch, and then you see the ball go in the direction,
Yeah.
and the fact that Everton players didn't even appeal for it lets you know it was a clean tackle.
Were clean,
it was a clean
man.
tackle.
The
It was a clean
tackles were
tackle.
clean.
But yeah, hopefully United pick up. We got Watford next. We get a result.
Do you know the only good point I can take from that game is it
go on.
wasn't a loss. In terms of we've had those good games.
It keeps the momentum going.
keeps
kind
the
of.
momentum.
All right, I wouldn't say that far. It's slowed down the momentum, but the momentum's not completely stopped.
Yes,
the
do you know what I
train's
mean?
still going.
If we would
but
have
it's slowing down.
If we would have lost there,
it would have been a pin in the balloon.
it would have those 2 victories would have been meaningless.
I
Do
hear
you know what I mean? If
You
we
ain't
would have
lying.
lost there. Do you get what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
But once again, I think,
Go on.
and I've said this before, a lot of players for us are exposing themselves. I even think Lindelof was very weak. He went up for the battle.
But we know that
sometimes. Now, this is what I don't like about him. Sometimes my man looks like some Swedish warrior now. Yeah,
Iceman.
Yeah, look like Iceman foolishness. Do what I talk. And then sometimes he looks soft. You get what I mean?
You know Vils is annoyed because the patois on the Caribbean is coming out. That's how you know you're annoyed.
That's
when
what
it starts
it is,
coming
man.
out. Man call him soft.
You know what I mean? Like obviously I'm saying Calvert-Lewin, I give him his props. But even Richarlison was bullying him.
Yeah, it's like all right, if you get clattered, go clatter one of them next time. Like let them know you're there.
You didn't try it with Maguire.
Yeah, they didn't try that with Maguire.
Because Maguire's got that meathead.
Yeah, he's got slabhead.
Yo, slabhead. Get me?
He's about the action, yo.
Got that head, bro. He's not brickhead. He's got a brickhead, bro. Breeze block. That's what he's got.
He has got a massive head.
They literally targeted him. I mean, targeted Lindelof and Shaw.
Yeah, because they're out of that back 4. They're the 2 weak links. They're the 2 weak links.
Literally, Williams was on the bench. I would have took Shaw off.
Yeah, I would have took him off.
He's about that.
Williams is about the action. He pushed. I can't remember what game it was back to back where he pushed one opponent into a board.
It was Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, he pushed, and then he pushed Hudson-Odoi into the board, and then the next game he pushed someone. I think it was a Sheffield United player. He pushed him into the board. Scumbaggery,
scumbaggery,
and he's only a kid.
No, it's not,
scumbaggery.
It's not even scumbaggery. You've got to have that in your game.
Scumbaggery, yo.
Luke Unshaw is just being.
Guy called him Luke Unshaw.
That's his name now. You got remix.
Luke Unshaw.
Yeah, you got remix, bro.
Luke Unshaw.
My man, and you know what I don't like about Shaw as well.
What?
Get in the gym, bro.
Yeah, he's overweight.
He's not even overweight, bro. You see, you're unprepared.
But he's unsure though.
There you go.
Sense.
That's why. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, innit? You know what I'm saying? But see, it's true though, innit? Can't you see? How can you? This is what I don't get. Right, one thing. I'll just take a break. How do you have unfit football players?
Yeah, that's wild.
You basically work in a gym. Imagine you went to the gym and your PT
Look at the right,
had a belly.
Yeah, that's true. If your PT
Imagine you went and you're paying your PT big P's and he's got a belly and he's got like excess under his chin. You'd be like, whoa, brother, nah, you're not the one for me. Yeah? A man basically is in a gym every day.
Every day he is
top of the
it's top of the line gym. Yeah, it's top of the line gym.
All facilities. Man can't say, someone's using that machine today. There's probably 9 of them, 10 of them in a row. You know what I'm saying?
And you have the best chefs in the world. You have the best dietitians
meal
to put together. Yeah, you have meal prep, yo. And you don't even have to prep it yourself.
He's not even cooking, bro.
He's not even cooking yourself. And he's probably got a woman at home who's also cooking for him. You get
there you go, bro. And my man coming looking unfit. Don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
Understand it.
When you put it like that, how are you unfit when you work in a gym, yo?
He basically works in a gym. His job is to basically exercise. His job is to basically exercise 7 days a week. Yeah. Let's say he has what? He probably has a day off. He doesn't train, bro. Yeah. How have you got a belly? Yeah,
serious. And then the day off, one of the days off you have training is a match day. So you warming up, so you probably still, kicking balls,
bro. Even if you're on the bench, bro,
you still do warm.
You do the warm up,
and then you do warm downs,
and then you're on the subs, and you're running up and down this line. How? Yeah. So that's one thing you need to look at, Luke Shaw. Yeah.
Oh, yo,
I don't understand how a man basically works in a gym. He's got peas. Man could even. Probably check this. He's probably got a gym at home.
He probably does have a gym. He probably does. Actually, looking at him, he probably don't.
So what go on for that one? But yeah, anyway, that Williams kid, he should have played in that match.
Yeah, Williams. That's definitely a game.
And even
at home to Everton is definitely a game.
Even
to throw Williams.
What's his name? That Ghana. I thought he played very well in that.
Ghana's a solid player. Yeah. And the thing is, to me, McTominay looked. I don't think he had his best game, but to me, towards the latter part of that game, the last 20 minutes, he looked knackered. But obviously, he's just come back from injury, so I'm like, play Ghana.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're chasing the game. Why not play Ghana? Throw him in.
The like for like, really, isn't it?
He's pretty much like for like.
You know what I mean?
Obviously, Ghana's not got his physical presence, but it's like at least fresh legs.
You know what it is? He would have had the fresh legs. But he's still on the closing down. He's still got the aggression. Like he did. He fouled my man for that Greenwood goal the other day in the Europa League. He fouled a man.
Who? Ghana?
Yeah.
Which one was this? What happened?
Literally, he fouled him. He went to Greenwood. Greenwood, bang.
Yeah, he did. It was his tackle. Yeah, because it was a foul. Now you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
is what was needed in that game.
Enthusiasm.
See them games where people are going to play ugly.
Yeah,
you've got to match him.
You match him, and then your talent comes out.
Yes,
we just didn't match him.
You have to throw that ugliness in.
And Williams is the type of guy, like I said, he out here pushing people into boards.
You see one match when back in the day you could see two teams who play beautiful football every other game, and then it would get ugly. United, Liverpool.
Yeah. We used to do it to Arsenal all the time.
That was the main one.
They play beautiful football and we used to kick lumps at them.
But even when they play us, the Parlers will come out.
Yeah, the Parlers,
the Vieiras,
Keones.
You get with Keones. Everyone's just ugly now. The match, you'd have like 15-minute period in the match where it's just boom, it's out of play and it's just ugly. Do you know what I mean? But you've got to do that sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
That Fergie was the master of that.
Yeah, that's true.
You remember Arsene Wenger moaning, you have players just there to kick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was. He riled. You got to mix it up.
You got to get ugly.
And like you say, the likes of Williams and guys, especially Williams, are perfect for those type of things. Maguire's, even Ashley Young, because even though I don't rate lads, he a scumbag with it too. I want to say scumbag people, that's a compliment. You know what I mean? That's scumbaggery.
With it. No, he does. I give him that.
McTominay has it. Yeah, Ashley Young does have it as well.
He's a bit dirty as well.
He's dirty.
Valencia was like that, but he's not here no more. Valencia could get a bit
Herrera
dirty.
was like that as well.
Yeah,
very scumbag.
So all right then, just there's a point there. You've got two players who couldn't. That's what they use the term. Mix it up. Two players who could mix it up. You get me? There's the punditry ones there. We have two players there who could mix it up.
That was very good.
We've lost them. They've gone Valencia, Herrera.
We've
not replaced them. Fellaini even.
Yeah,
I've
Fellaini
never been a fan of Fellaini. But if you want that ugly thing there, If I tell you now, if I had him on that bench, I would have brought him on.
Smash. He will.
Just ugly it up.
What the hell should have done for their goal? Just smash.
Do you get what I mean?
Smash.
So I'm not saying I want Fellaini back, by the way, before man start leaving mad comments and that. Oh, you don't know about football. No, I'm saying that type of ugliness,
I hear you.
But that's why I have to give Everton a good shout. Duncan Ferguson.
Yeah, they did bits. Props to him.
There'd be foolishness. They would be foolish, to overlook him, to not give him a serious thought. I know it's only 2 games.
That's why you have to look at him.
He's brought something. He's added something.
He has added something.
Which wasn't there before.
And I would fully agree with what you're saying, but the fact that Ancelotti is on Merseyside in talks, which is crazy to me from Ancelotti's side, that's a big coup for them.
Yeah, no, but
that would give them a humongous lift. That's like,
I think
that's the equivalent of them signing a player for 80 million, who's like fair, but of his quality, a proven player that they've not had. Like, why is he going Everton? That's how I looked at it. Ancelotti.
I'll be honest. If they get him, I'll be fuming, bro.
Yeah, I would be, because it's like how have Everton got a better manager than us and he's available.
You see, a lot of people might not know this. You see, Ancelotti was Juventus manager from like in the 90s, bro, when it had
big
Zidane, Davids, Inzaghi, when we beat him in the champ. Ancelotti was their manager.
Ancelotti, a baller, innit? Like I
AC
said,
Milan manager, all of this back in the day. He's been AC Milan manager about 3 times.
He's been Real Madrid manager. He's won Scudettos. He's won
Bayern.
Champions Leagues. He's won Premier Leagues. He's been over at Bayern as well. Like, that's a big coup for them. To me, if they do that, that is probably their biggest. How do I put this? That's their biggest purchase ever to me in the Premier League era, in their history. I can't think of a bigger player than that. That's their marquee signing.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a player.
That is you see them?
Yeah.
That's a statement.
There we go. That's
a chess move. That's a move on the chessboard there. That's like, okay.
And then you sit back like...
I got Ancelotti. That's what that is there, you know what I'm saying?
That is a chess move.
You got okay, I got Ancelotti.
Hey, props to the board at Everton, because
got P's as well,
how have you managed to do that? It's crazy to me.
Do you know why?
And I give them props for that.
Do you know how they've managed to do that?
Go on.
Number one, money. Because that plays a big part.
Have they got money like that though? Or you reckon they just give him a big contract?
No, they got that foreign owner, innit?
They got it, right,
What was he saying the other day? Have they got money like that? They're spending 50 mil with Charlison.
Yeah, that's true.
This man 50 mil, this
they
man, this man.
Yeah.
They're spending a lot of money.
That's true.
But you see those 2 games, what Ancelotti's probably seen?
Yeah.
He's probably seen that with that, think about it, Chelsea. All right, then if you would have said, Chelsea, Man United, you pick up 4 points, bite your hand off, won't they?
Yeah, of course.
Do you get what I mean?
Big facts.
Whoever they beat or draw in between them. And that plays a big part to Ancelotti.
Yeah.
What in the job?
Yeah, I hear that. Hey, Charles, just people, if you heard that noise, that was Solomon shouting out, innit? Making noise out there, shout Solomon, innit?
But that's
Mr. Pie Radio himself.
Mr. Pie himself.
Mr. Pie Radio himself.
Salutes, yeah? But that's what I'm saying.
I hear you.
He's probably seen that match and thought,
there's something there.
it's gone to Old Trafford.
Maybe I'm looking at it all wrong and he sees it as a challenge. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's like, I've done everything else really that I want to do.
Okay.
Possibly Ancelotti's like, I've won a Premier League over here already. Let me go to Everton, because if I do anything of note, they're gonna worship him. If I'm an Everton fan, I'm worshiping him like a god.
Do you know what it is
beforehand? I'm excited for them, and I'm not even an Everton fan.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'm legit excited for them. I'm like, wow, let's see what I got.
Hopefully they get him.
Let's see.
You know why? Because I've just clocked another thing. What's probably is in his thinking.
Yeah.
The state of the Premier League, which we've talked about.
Oh yeah, he's probably the
So
state.
he's thinking, if I can get these into the top 4.
True.
Then I can get him into the Champions League. Man, know what I'm about.
Yeah, and
that's Ancelotti. Then he can attract. Then it's a different
ball game. And then I was going to say that as well. He'll have that little black book and be able to attract players because they know him.
He'll bell man,
such and such.
All
right,
then, look at all the teams he's been at.
Yeah.
Most recently, Napoli.
Yeah, so we could
telling me there's a man who's not. I'm not saying any particular player, but there'll be someone at Napoli right now who's probably not playing, and he knows you're good enough for these.
Let's come.
January, come.
That's true. That because if you think about it, Napoli squad players will probably be good enough to get into Everton's first 11.
Starting 11.
Ooh, that's true.
Bayern. Boom. Yeah, I can get this man.
Yeah.
He'll have his links at Madrid.
Yeah.
He'll definitely have all of his Italian links.
There's links to AC Milan, definitely. Youth system. Because they'll be up to date on their youth system and youngest. Because we could see ballers going to Everton, you know.
Yeah.
We could see, I'm just shocked that not so much United, Arsenal have let this happen. How you let this happen? That's terrible on your lot's part, which we're getting to. How you going to as Arsenal, let a manager the caliber of Carlo Ancelotti go to Everton?
Do you know what it is? Any top manager at this moment in time stays far away from Arsenal.
What, you reckon it's a poison chalice?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Nah, you know what it is? All right, then I
don't think it's a poison chalice.
Your best players there, yeah? Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Lacazette.
Yeah.
Ozil. I can't see a future for any of them there. Yeah?
Go on, continue.
So you're going to have to replace them 3 straight away.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That's true.
That's a big gamble. Yeah? If those go wrong, where are you? Because if Arsenal lose, Aubameyang,
Lacazette.
I think if Arsenal lose Aubameyang,
they could be mashed up. Here's the thing though. So the counteraction to that is if there's one thing that could make them man stay, it's a Carlo Ancelotti. If he comes into Arsenal and sits down Lacazette and Aubameyang and be like, right, look, I need you. I got this plan. I need you to stay for it, and I've got this. They're gonna look at it like. Ancelotti would convince me. I'm telling you now, like, with his record, he would convince me to stay. So I get what you're saying with that, but I could see he's the guy to fix that. It's not like an Arteta coming in who Arsenal have been linked with, which is a joke. The banner continues.
I don't know. I think that could be a very good move.
I don't think so.
You know why?
I think it's the cheap, easy option from Arsenal.
Nah, he's been under the wing of one of the very best.
That's true.
Yeah? He knows the place. He's played there.
He has.
He's played with probably half of the squad. Because he's not been there, and it's not that long ago.
Yeah, it's not that long ago he was playing. Yeah, that's true.
With half of them man there. If not, he'll know man from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Footballers chill together and everyone. You come across Aubameyang and Lacazette, and do you know what I mean? He's Spanish. Even if he went there when Bellerin was there, Bellerin will know him. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Yeah.
It's one of them that could be a very good move.
You know what I see it as? The cheap, easy option. Because Arteta is going to come in.
Cheap, easy option is Ljungberg.
And that's what they've gone with. But I'm saying they can't appoint him permanently, so it's like, all right, we'll go with Arteta. He's not going to ask for a lot. And I think if Ancelotti goes in there, Allegri goes in there, because of their resumes, they can demand a lot. Arteta's, I won't go as far to call him a puppet, but he's easier to control.
Yeah, he's a gamble. He's not got his own.
To me, there's no contest between. If you look at Allegri, Ancelotti, Arteta, 3 A's. You know what I mean? There's no competition.
3 A's and it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Mind blown, people. There's no competition on who's 1 and 2.
But do you know what the problem is?
Go on.
And I think this is something that people might not have clocked. If they were going to get Allegri, they should have him by now.
But this is Arsenal for you. They're still, quote unquote, interviewing people.
They should have, And
this is another thing I got from when I was watching the game against City, which we'll talk about in a sec. Because Emery took most of his staff. Ljungberg ain't even got no staff. He's got one goalkeeping coach from the under 23s, and then like a reserve guy.
And then
he's got no help.
He's got Mertesacker.
Oh yeah, Mertesacker's there. I seen him. Yeah, I seen Mertesacker. That's it.
Yeah, like you said, just some brothers.
From the reserves. They got like 4 or 5. So they were totally unprepared to sack Emery. But that's Arsenal for you. Wow. But let's go on to their game.
I didn't realise that actually.
City smashed Arsenal 3-0. They really took their foot off the gas. De Bruyne was excellent. That first finish exceptional.
Yeah, different
gravy. There's not even really much more to say. Like you said before, statement. That's what they made with that performance. It's a statement.
You know who I was?
Go on.
Watching that and I thought, who? Foden.
Quality.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and we spoke on this. I wanted to get onto this. I almost forgot because we spoke on this and you spoke about Pep Guardiola's refuse to change. But that game he switched it up.
He did.
He played the back 4, then he had 2, and then he kind of had like Foden playing he played Sterling from the right, which is unlike him, and Foden was from the left, but like tucking in. So he did switch it up. Well, he didn't go there with the 4-3-3. He switched it up and it worked. Props to him.
That is what he's got to do. If he wants to stay, this is the Premier League.
Yeah, it evolves.
It's not Spain.
Yeah, where you can do the same thing.
It's not Bayern
year in, year out, because teams will become equipped to.
It's not Bayern where no offense to Philippe Lahm because he's one of the greatest ever. Yeah. But I don't think there's any other league in the Premier League you can take a 34-year-old right back and put him defensive mid.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I fully understand what you mean. I hear
all them is how he played at Bayern was funky, bro. It was mad. It was like he was just experimenting.
Yeah.
And he could afford to do that.
Yeah,
you can't do that. You can't have one philosophy and stick to it over here because you've not got a Messi to pull you out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Because he has had, obviously, companies left. Silva's a year older. Sané got injured before the season started. Aguero's having his injury problems. So then when your better players, stuff, things like that, that's when you have to replace it. And like we said on the last show, can he build again? Can he evolve? Not even evolve, but change his playing style at certain points, which he did against Arsenal. Yeah. Give him props. And you have the likes of Foden. It'll be interesting to see what they do in January because we all do expect them to spend. Yeah. So we'll soon find out.
See Foden, when I watch him play, if I didn't know about football or if he had a bit of like hair on his face and he looked a bit older,
you'd think he was more a little like Greenwood playing beyond his years.
You'd think if Foden had a beard, and you know what I mean, looked a bit rougher, you'd think he's about 27
because he plays like a season pro.
Is different. He was cutting through them Arsenal, man. You know
he wasn't,
and I thought, I think any other team he's playing. I think if he's at Liverpool, he's playing. I think if he's at
especially in their midfield, 1,000% he's
at
playing.
Liverpool, he's playing.
Yeah, and
everywhere else, he'd be a standout.
Yeah,
Chelsea, look, he's like Mason Mount there. Do you know what I mean?
He would definitely. You know what? You make a valid point. He would be playing literally anywhere else, bar City, because you just look at how riches he's playing.
Exceptional player. Yeah, he's another one like you said before. I think when we was travelling there, I don't know if you said it on the show as well. Like Greenwood, the generational talent.
Yeah, generational talent.
I think now Pep has to play him.
I think that's why because he played well in midweek. So I think he had to start him in that game.
He's different. Yeah. He actually brings something different to the midfield.
And the fact that he played the position, and then he got better when they switched. We put Sterling back on the left, and Foden went out to the right hand side. He played even better because he set up the goal.
Yeah,
it was the second. Was it Sterling's goal? Not Sterling's goal. He set up one of the goals. I think it was De Bruyne's second goal. Should I say?
That's what I mean.
Think he set up. Yeah,
and you have to think. Like obviously, shouts to De Bruyne. He absolutely took control of that game. Yeah. But Arsenal, like, I'm just looking at it now. I didn't even realize 6 shots at home. So if you
Arsenal for you, innit?
If you let's say average that out. 6 shots,
6 shots, 1 on target. They're playing like us.
Listen, check this. This is a shocking stat. 6 shots is a shot every 15 minutes.
Great maths, by the way. That was quick maths.
Yeah,
my maths terrible.
Heavy with the maths.
That was very quick maths.
Heavy with the maths.
But yeah, that's an awful stat. Playing like us.
Shot every. And then what? All right. Oh, I didn't even see the one under it. Look at the one under it.
Which one? What you took?
On the Arsenal stat, 6 shots.
42% possession, 1 shot on target.
1 shot, so you had 6 shots
and 1 shot
on every
target.
15 minutes.
And you know when that 1 shot on target came? That wasn't like the first minute. It was Martinelli. I was saying like that. It was early.
See what
so
I mean?
For a whole 80 minutes, they really, like I said about Bournemouth against Liverpool, they didn't really press him. They looked like as soon as they went a goal down, that's it, game done.
You know what though?
Shout out to Ozil. Let me just touch on that. Kicking his walking off the pitch, number 1, then kicking his gloves, number 2. It's like that sums up everything about him. That's why I bantered him so much.
Yeah.
Because as much as United have been giving me stress, Arsenal always cheer me up.
Yeah, why do you always do this, Arsenal? I'll give it years. United will do something dead, and then Arsenal just will bring it back round.
Yeah, serious, because they don't. Even though
what were doing on Sunday, it was just bare Arsenal memes.
It was bare Arsenal memes. Bare Arsenal memes. You know that's what it was.
What was the one? The referees checking VAR to see if Arsenal is still a football club or just a meme. Whoa, that's. You know what I'm saying? I love my Arsenal fans. I love old school Arsenal. Don't get me wrong. Everyone wanted to be Henry back in the day. Don't get it twisted. Yeah? But, bro, yous are in a worse state than United are in a shocking state.
Yeah, but at least, even though we're in a shocking state, we're still 6th. Like, they're 9th, and it's like they're the only club that I've seen in my lifetime get a new manager and not have a new manager bounce.
Let me shout out my boy in West today, because he made a very prevalent point.
Go on, what did he say?
And it was a big point. Shout out H, yeah? You know who you are, brother. Shout out my brother H, yeah? A man said, are Arsenal even a big team anymore? Because to me, it seems like Leicester's took the place. And I said, I thought about it and I thought, you know what?
Without going like all deep into like big clubs and what, it depends what you define as a big club. That's what it is.
No, in terms of, all right then, in terms of like, you know, for top 6 and that. I would say Leicester have probably took Arsenal's place in that top 6.
We look at Leicester as a better side than Arsenal. Possibly.
In that top 6.
It's a debate to be had.
In that whole structure. Because if we freeze the season now, yeah?
Yeah.
The season stops now. And Liverpool win, Leicester are 2nd, City are 3rd, Chelsea are 4th, Tottenham are 5th, United are 6th, Sheffield United are 7th, Wolves are 8th, Arsenal are 9th. You'd probably say that's where everyone deserves to finish.
Pretty much so. And the thing is, if Crystal Palace, who are playing Brighton at 8 o'clock, if they get a point against Brighton at home, which you would at least expect them to do, Arsenal drop to 10th.
Wow, drawing with points on Newcastle. They're on the same point. Well, no, they're on the same points as Newcastle now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
So Crystal Palace could be above them. But yeah, before we end the show, we'll just run through the rest of the results quick. So Leicester, Norwich, unfortunately, Leicester dropped points. You said this about Stroll without going into it. Yeah, when Stroll's back in the new year, you might want to talk.
Yeah, what you say? No.
Shout out, boy, Stroll.
Shout out Stroll. But this is the point I was making with Leicester, yeah? And it's a similar point to United.
Yeah.
Like I said the other day, you know, like a bit of like the rest of the team are a bit, a bit of sideman issues.
Yeah.
If he doesn't start it for Leicester...
If Vardy don't start
Vardy, because I'm pointing at his picture there, no one else can see. But if Vardy doesn't carry the torch for Leicester, where else is it coming from?
Big facts.
If he drops form or gets an injury,
it would be interesting to see if they can carry on. I don't see if they replace his goals or do they tie up defensively and try to win 1-0. I hear you.
I think he messed up as well. The manager, Rodgers.
Go on.
Iheanacho up front with Vardy. Didn't work.
And Iheanacho got taken off after 35 minutes, if I'm correct.
It didn't work because Vardy needs to be the focal point. Do you get what I mean? Everything needs to go through Vardy.
It does.
And he's that clinical. 2 of the 3 of the chances what Iheanacho probably had, if they fall to Vardy,
he probably scores. Quickly, Wolves lost to Spurs 2-1. Mourinho does what Mourinho does. Tottenham up in 5th. Late Jan Vertonghen header.
Yeah, good goal though from that Traore as well. And I think this is Wolves' problem as well. Just a quick one.
Yeah, go on.
That's playing in the Europa League on a Thursday. Yeah,
possibly. But that being said, I'm looking at it, it's like they had 19 shots, 5 on target, 58% possession. It just looks like, I hear you. Possibly they had an off day. Possibly
not even an off day. You see, when you're in them European competitions, you've got to buff out your squad.
I hear that. And they do have a thin squad.
Yeah.
Quickly, Sheffield United beat Villa 2-0, as you would expect. Really, we'd expect Sheffield United.
Big shout though. You see this John Fleck. Anyone football manager, any like that back in the days, one of them wonder kids from way back. John Fleck, Rangers and that. Yeah, I remember that.
John Fleck out here doing up back heels and that. But yeah, hey, salute to
Sheffield United.
Salute to Sheffield United. Salute to the manager. Is it Chris Wilder? Is that his name? Doing bits. They still up in 7th, and we're almost halfway through the season, so that's props to them. Burnley beat Newcastle again. I wouldn't say you expect it, but they both 12th and 11th, so it's not a surprise. Burnley have bounced back after a couple bad defeats.
It's one of them type of games where anyone can win.
It'd be one of them. None of the results would shock you. Only if someone got battered.
Yeah.
Because they're both 2 very pragmatic teams.
Yeah.
West Ham won away at Southampton, and the fact that Southampton lost to West Ham pretty much shows why Southampton are going to go down.
And it was a horrible VAR decision in that one as well. For the penalty for Antonio, but
So just want to say thank you. So that's pretty much all the results. Make sure you listen back to the show, whether it's on the Pi Radio YouTube, you can watch it back, or listen on Spotify, or listen on the Pi Radio iTunes. Salute to everyone who's been supporting the show since it started. Like I said, this is the last show of the year. We will be back the week commencing the 6th of January. Actually, I think that's a Monday. So we'll be back the 6th of January. Make sure, to all our listeners, make sure you have a very good Christmas and a very good New Year. Enjoy all the football over the festive period as well. Hear me? Like, I'm fully going to enjoy it. Boxing Day games on the 28th.
I'm leaving the house for a few days.
Yeah, I might not. I might not. Anything you want to add, Vils?
Nah, I think you've pretty much said it all. And get well soon, Stro.
Yeah, man. Get well soon to our boy Stro. #3rdside.